Hello and welcome to Uber's UU Open Top 16. I'm Kind Squared. I'm joined by Pooshi today. How are you, Poosh?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this set especially. Dorron's such a strong player, obviously
Yes.
being a member of the council.
Yes, and a long-time competitive player. I know was involved in helping NatDex RU get their feet off the ground, and also extremely important in getting Uber's UU started. Creator of some, also a longtime Uber's UU player. They were, I believe, my first ever tournament in Uber's UU, and my first tournament ever was against Creator of some in the week 1 of Swiss.
Yeah, Creator's been at this for a while. Had a pretty decent tournament record in the tournaments they've played in, as far as I remember.
So Dorron's bringing a lot of really the big, meaty threats of the tier. I mean, we have Zacian, we have Palkia Origin, we have Arceus Fire. King Gambit can always pick up a W in the back. What are you seeing in these two teams?
Yeah, Palkia Origin loves this kind of matchup. The only speed threat that it really has to contend with on Creator's team is Zacian. Unless it's some weird boost. Unless it could either be Scarf Lando or booster speed Tusk. Both of those on one team is something that's very interesting to me. And one of them I feel like has to be some form of speed control.
I think Palafin could have quite a good matchup because Palkia never wants to switch in because you could get flip turned out to Zacian pretty easily.
Yeah, to an extent. I feel like on Dorron's side though, Corv is always a pretty safe switch there. Coming in on the Palafin water moves is almost always pretty safe. I especially love subbing on them turn 1. That's the funniest thing to do against Palafin.
All right,
I'm curious if that's what Dorron's gonna go for.
Yep, let's get into it. So Tusk versus Palafin, easy flip turn. Yeah, Tusk staying in.
I really disagree with that play. I don't see why you'd ever lead Tusk there. For the knock, that's way too greedy.
Helmet, and
that is way too greedy
on Tusk.
Creator got a really good interaction off that turn for sure. I feel like you always lead Palkia Origin if you see a Palafin like that. If it was just Zacian, you just switch. You have an Arc Fire and a Corv in the back.
Defog comes in. That's a free Encore.
Encore reveal on Mag.
So you can't pick it out.
Yeah, now Mag's doesn't go for a spike. Instead, just goes for the Flare Cannon, but lets Arc Fire in. Oh, and Creator lets that happen.
Trying to predict the Swords Dance. That is. That's a free something.
That's a strong overpredict early, especially when there's a whole Fizdef Lando in the back still.
Yup.
And then Palafin. Oh yeah, and there's still Palafin too. So I feel that was way too aggro overplay, way too early.
Combined. Oh no, Tusk cannot switch into this. Not if there's an Ice Beam in the back. Yep, you gotta match offense with offense.
Bolt Beam Arc Electric showing why it's about to be a big threat.
Yep. But
that's gonna do clean 65.
Can get the 2-hit KO. So
it can, but you get the chip on it.
Yep.
Getting the chip to stick on Zacian is way more important than on Arc, because Arc's gonna have like 3 mons that can come in on and just click recover. Yep, here comes Palk. Goes for the CC protect. That is the one thing you have to be careful about when bringing in Palkia Origin. You have to be sure they're not going to do that.
And now you can't sub up. You have to go for an attack. Just going to click.
Good heads up play.
Yep.
Yep, here comes Corv. So odds are, looks like pure Fizdef Corv from the looks. Ooh, actually, wait, is that banded? That crunched it a lot.
No, we're Swords Dancing up.
Oh, yeah, it is SD. So maybe that's not full Fizdef Corv. That crunched it an awful lot.
Dorron winning the speed tie and getting the Iron Head off.
Ooh, Iron Head Zacian. Yep, Creator just goes for the Jet Punch off of Terra Water.
Dorron taking a minute to think about what's coming in next before finally going to Corviknight. Gonna Brave Bird. You don't see that too often.
I feel like, to an extent, I feel like Brave Bird is if you need just an attacking move, that's probably the best option. Body Press loses too many Body Press loses too many matchups, and sometimes you just need the click.
That's true. All right, so here we are. Yep, Lando cannot threaten this Corv, but Arc Electric sure can.
Yeah, so what's coming in here? If he hard switches Tusk and Ice Beams.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it chooses to get the recover. Safe play. I agree with that. Corv is one of those
free. Yep.
Corv is one of those mods you just get the recover off. And now this Arc Electric is basically back to full.
Yeah, King Gambit can't do too much. Okay, Sword Stance +2. Are we gonna Terra Dark, maybe?
Does Dorron really have no other outs?
Ooh.
Kowtows. Good heads up play.
Yeah.
That's really aggressive, though. Arc could have just stalled some of those suckers.
Yeah, I mean, Dorron was behind. They needed kind of risky gamble, and
that's
I think
the other
paid off.
Taking that Gambit. No, it didn't though, because taking that chip off of the Judgment this early just put it in Jet Punch range.
Stealth Rock's
and now
doing
Bulk is
so
chipped.
much work.
Yep. Nah, this is over. Palitha just finishes from here.
Yep. Dorron.
Terra Normal isn't gonna save at this point.
You know, even a crit wouldn't have killed.
Dorron, I think Dorron held on to Terra. Dorron held on to Terra way too long.
And really didn't have a good answer for that Arc Electric. I mean, after Zacian, what do you do?
I feel like it probably depended on what the Tusk Terra was. Tusk realistically should have been Terra'd, probably to hit the Arc Electric.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how else. It's like that, and then like taking the Palkia chip on the CC switch. You have to make sure they're not doing that first. And it, like at that point, Palkia couldn't help like finish off Arc Electric if it needed to.
So game 2, we are Klefki Gaming versus Regieleki, Volcarona, Arceus Grass. Okay, starting to see a little more sauce. Looks like a screens HO sort of situation, I'd guess.
It looks like Dorron brought some stuff to switching on the electric moves, but the only Ice Beam switch-ins that Dorron really has this time are like Mag and Volk. Yeah, but it's like you don't really want to. You don't want to take the judgments. You don't want to take the judgments on Volk.
But it does better.
Yeah, but
oh, this is looking scary.
Yeah, Klefki is likely a spike set minimum. Could be screens or it could not be.
Ooh, immediately just going into their heavy hitters. Yep, Kyurem typically scarfed. So now this could be a free spike for Magearna.
It would have been way too greedy to click Fusion Flare there immediately, so I think the max switch was
back into Palkia. Oh, that's funny.
I mean, yeah, once it's locked, odds are that Kyurem's gonna switch.
Yep,
oh, hits the sub. That's nice. Oh, and it's not Scarf. That's really bad for Creator.
Yep. I mean, if this was like a screens team, it kind of makes sense. You don't always want to be choice locked. Ooh.
Yep, Palkia gets to. Wait, no.
This one is risky.
That was. I think that was just a complete misplay. Why would you had the Palkia sub. You could have reasonably chipped it more with Spatial, get a crit, and then try and do that Roar strat. But
right, Volcarona coming in on this Zacian, surprisingly good, resisting both fighting and fairy.
Yep, Volk loves coming in on Zacian, especially if you get the burn off. Terra Water revealed.
Is it going to Terra Blast?
Or is it Cutie again? I feel like
because it outspeeds now.
That Terra is probably too early.
Morning Sun.
Oh yeah, this is.
Wait a minute.
It's the defensive set. It's the defensive set. So, Morning Sun Wisp QD. It's likely just Mono Fire.
Yep. Fiery Dance.
I personally
that's good.
I like mono with Whirlwind on my defensive Volks. I think Whirlwind gives it a lot of value. Wisp is a decent option though. Yeah, because now you get to set up. Now you get to set up on the Tusk. Now what's Creator doing against Fiery Dance?
Maybe a Prankster T-Wave, something.
Dorron
like
is just going all in, but this is very
Psycho.
Okay, that's really funny, but at the same time, okay, yeah, opposite T-Wave.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
I feel like Dorron getting the plus 3 was probably enough to just start clicking Fiery.
Oh yeah, this is a problem.
Because now this is Cuties again. Is it? Oh
to make sure. Oh, doesn't.
And it's Scarf. It's Scarf Lando.
Oh, we knew that earlier because it was still outspeeding Volk after one quiver.
Yeah, that the cutie greed was way too crazy.
Talk about greed. Creator click psych up.
Yeah, the psych up was I'm not sure what the game plan is there. That was a really strange thing to see.
Lando gets the freest
Dorron
in the world.
Yeah, super free. Dorron realistically could have just taken the game there, but choosing to just QD too many times stopped it.
Yep, that's the risk. Alright, Calm Minding up. We know Arc Grass has phasing, but that's a little too weak at this point to properly threaten. Ooh,
Terra flying! Oh shit!
You don't see that too often.
And it's not Scarf Lando, and it just dies. This is the exact thing I was worried about when I was like, yeah, both of those mons can switch in on the electric move. They're not coming in on Ice Beam.
Yup, Arceus Electric showing why it is just so powerful, why it was banned in the past.
Yeah, I feel like Dorron didn't bring the right tools for this arc. Like, I feel like if you want a consistent switch-in for, like, this arc set, you want to go something like Dialga.
And you really could have predicted that because Arc Electric gave you so much trouble in the last game.
And it's like, I'm not sure what Roar Arc Grass really does for this team.
Alright, Aleki coming in here. T-Bolt not doing much.
Super free switch for Creator. That's why I really don't like Aleki.
Already burned Terra. Headlong Rush.
Oh no!
Gonna kill. Oh right, because we're burned.
Yeah, like that's still such getting that sub. Why are we sacking our Polk?
That must have been a misclick.
Unless Dorron is just giving up.
Looking at chat, maybe any signs? No, nothing in chat.
I'm not sure what the game plan was with that. I'm a little at a loss.
Sack? I don't know, something to
sacking Polk is such a dangerous play. Polk beats both Lando and Tusk.
Neither Arceus Grass nor Regieleki have much in the way of setup. So now Arceus Grass has to get rid of Tusk. But does this Arceus Grass even have offensive moves? I mean, it could run like foul play or
odds are it's probably Judgment Last, like, but it hasn't revealed it. I'm not sure.
Paralyzing the Arc Fine, okay.
I don't think that's gonna be it. Oh, double para might be enough though.
Doubles back. Grass.
No, that double was too much. I think you just had to let Tusk come back in. It's taking the rocks and it's still burnt.
So just
like the para hex. Yeah, we're just. It might just get the recover off this time. Yep. So now you're back in the same position. Back into Aleki.
Calm minding up.
Please just T-Bolt. Please just T-Bolt.
Yes. Okay.
And the Parahex both through. Oh no.
That's what you need. But how do you beat Tusk? How do you beat?
Yeah. See, this is why sacking Polk was way too aggressive. Misses T-Wave.
The Thunder Wave.
Yeah, that's just gonna nearly die.
Wait.
Oh yeah, plus one definitely kills, but not minus. Like no boosts. It lives one.
Yep. Creator clicking Crunch just to guarantee the KO.
This arc needs to reveal. Yeah. So it is Judgment. There is a small chance it can pull this off.
Scarf U-turn gonna be hitting like a.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like Lando's just gonna Stone Edge. I feel like U-turn was. And the crit! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Paralyzation.
Not like this.
45.
Not like this. I think it lives anything this clicks.
Does it? Play rough?
I think it does. It's Fizz Death. Yeah. Oh my god.
Dorron sneaking by game 2.
Para. This is why Para is a very degenerate mechanic. No way. That was
wild. Like it looked like Volcarona was just gonna win, and then that kind of evaporated, and we're like, oh god, what's next? Dorron brings it back.
Yeah, Creator unfortunately just had really bad luck that game. There were a couple opportunities where Creator could have just taken it, but.
All right, so I guess
that's just tough.
Creator's game plan is solid apart from Psych Up Klefki. What's going into game 2 or game 3? right, yes. This is it.
Right.
We've got Mewtwo offense with Dorron, maybe a T-Spikes, Toxapex.
Yeah, it looks like a T-Spike squad to me.
Yeah, Arc Dark now, maybe the best answer to Arc Electric. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I feel like that might end up being a Calm Mind War. Actually, no, because, Taunt Arc Dark, if you get the speed tie, definitely swings the matchup.
Yep.
Lando v Lando is going to be really annoying for both sides, especially since we know Creator's Lando's choice locked.
Yeah. I'm curious if Dorron's Lando is, because it might not. Having a good Fizdef Mon could be nice.
I just still feel like this matchup for Dorron is really, really dependent on Arc Dark being able to handle Arc Electric.
Well, let's see if it can. Mewtwo lead versus Palafin. You cannot flip turn out on this. Yep, you've got a hard swap.
Side Strike for
doing
a little chip.
Absolutely nothing. Doing 13% after leftovers.
Oh,
Flamethrower doing
Flamethrower revealed.
Getting
on the encore?
Into
oh no.
Who do you go here? Palafin?
This has been...
Oh.
Okay, into Lando. I think that's a fine switch. Rocks? Are we... Yup, Dorron gets the T-Spike up.
This isn't Scarfed.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, wait, it got switched, didn't it?
Yep.
Boots Tusk into a second T-Spike. Wait, this is a T-Spike team with no Ghost. Huh?
That's true.
Alright,
Surf going off, getting a lot of damage on Tusk. Creator does not have a T-Spike's Absorber, so they've got to play it very safe with this Lando.
This is gonna be a strange matchup because it's like you have one of the better answers to keeping the T-Spikes off in Tusk because you can spin and there's no ghosts. But at the same time, it just dies. So now you have to. Now T-Spikes are almost certainly going up, but you do get the chance to Calm Mind here.
Right, but Mewtwo Psy Strike does hit defense, not Fizdef.
Nasty plot revealed.
Oh no! If it lives
I don't think Psy Strike kills this though.
Unless it's. I was gonna say watch Terra Ground Terra Blast Mewtwo or something.
Mag. Yeah, now you just go Palafin. Which is nice, but Pex sacks it.
Mewtwo doesn't do anything. Whoa.
I don't think the sack was necessary there. I feel like you could have just gone hard Pex.
Yeah,
and then just gotten the T-Spike up now.
Yeah, you know Pex is gonna T-Spike, so Arc Electric can just kind of come in, doesn't have to worry about getting poisoned this turn. It switches in.
Oh, Terra Ground into Terra Flying. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Bait.
Oh no! That was they just both kind of washed each other with that. That switch was wholly unnecessary.
But now we know this Lando is slow, so it is gonna go down just for a -1 and some chip-onzation. I mean that's nice. But now
I guess this was the idea to make sure it goes down after Jet Punch. But it's like I feel like you could have just stayed in with the Arc there and then get the Ice Beam. But I guess this is the one matchup where Terra Flying is really nice because now Arc dodges the T-Spike.
Yep. And now what's Pex gonna do on an incoming Arceus? Maybe we're gonna double? Oh right, we're Terra Flying
just
at this
double.
point. Yep.
You can just double at this point every time.
To like a free Volt Switch on whatever you want.
Yep, Bootzation confirmed, but it gets Parrot off the Alecki.
That arguably I don't want to run Boots. I'd rather be Poison than Parrot in that one situation.
Yeah, somewhat. Definitely stinks, but realistically, what other item would you want?
Yep. Stealth Rock's up for
Station gets the SD
on the Arc Flying.
Protect Lando. I've not gonna lie, I've been messing with that exact set with T-Spikes
to get more like leftovers recovery, basically. Or?
Yep, to get more leftovers recovery, and also for the poison damage, and also you can block stuff like spins.
Okay.
Also helps you scout certain like choice mons like Palafin.
Yep. Lando T in. Zation just gonna Sword Stance up again, but now you can hit it with Earthquake before it hits
EQ's gonna take it low. SD again?
Oh, that was
no.
You thought Lando was gonna U-turn.
Way too greedy. I would never U-turn there on a Lando ever. There's 0 point.
Yep.
And yep, now rocks are up, which does hurt the Terra factor on Arc Electric here.
This Lando
but it does get the Calm Mind.
Stone Edge, does it? T-Wave
Gets a
off
T-Wave.
Arceus.
Oh no, we're gonna have a repeat of last game.
Well,
it's gonna be all over
Dorron
again.
has Arc Dark in the back, and that Arc Dark could be Taunt. That really changes this.
But I don't even think we're gonna see it. Oh no.
Oh, no.
This is the luckiest Alecki I've ever seen. This Alecki's got Pro Tag power.
Absolutely. You know, Sack's Alecki, but it doesn't even matter because you can just swap in and out between Lando and Pex, and this Palafin has no options. So
yeah, this is one of the tough matchups for Palafin, where it's like if they have a decent water resist with recovery, you can't really spam anything.
Dorron moving in to top 8. That is the point where you actually, I forget whether there's a monetary prize for this. I need to go look it up, but you definitely get a lot of circuit points at this point. And really, Dorron's an excellent player, but they got eliminated early in some of the other tournaments, so it's about time they get to show their stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad Dorron got to have a good showcase here. Also, really showcasing the power of T-Spikes in the tier, which I think is a very powerful strategy that people don't account for.
If you like that video, remember to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a like, give us a comment. Are you rooting for anyone particular in the Open Tournament? Pushi, any last words to the people?
Yeah, definitely tune in to make sure. We've got a lot of hard hitters still left in the Open, so keep your eyes out for more games being posted. We've got a lot more to cover, a lot of high-profile players as well. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone.
See you guys then.